Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on B106 and B106.com. Tonight from Thompson Valley High School, the Thompson Valley Eagles host the Lady Mustangs from Fort Morgan. The opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. With 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan, Ingmeyer Phillips can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or needs. The Fort Morgan with possession first. The starting lineup for the Fort Morgan Mustangs is brought to you by Blodor and Lumber. Starting lineup tonight for the Fort Morgan Mustangs is senior Samantha Scott, junior Lauren Staley, junior Christina Frick, sophomore Lindsay Nestor, and junior Aurora Baca. We had our first foul of the game. And that is going to go against Dickens of Thompson Valley. Now Frick's right side, her pass is tipped away, taken by Thompson Valley by Briggs. Now Briggs' pass is going to be thrown away at the far side of the end line. Thompson Valley is full court pressure here with the Lady Mustangs. They get it into Lindsay Nestor. Nestor's off her foot and back to Samantha Scott. Samantha Scott gets across half court, but she's going to be called for the travel. So 2 turnovers here by the Lady Mustangs here early on. Now Thompson Valley gets it across court over to Briggs, now to Brolyard. As Schoonover gets it back over to Nava. First points of the game is going to be up by Schoonover on a layup from the right side. Christina Frick now down for her. Shot is up and good, and she is fouled on the play. A nice bank shot by Christina Frick. And that foul is going to go against Brolyard, her first. So Christina Frick with the first 2 points of the game for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, and she will go to the line, and she misses the free throw. So tied up here at 2 with 6:46 to go first period. Thompson Valley now kicks it up top to Nava. Nava's dribbling against Samantha Scott. She picks it up over to Schoonover. Schoonover picks up her dribble. I thought she had already dribbled, but apparently she had just lost it, dribbled it, hands off to Nava. Right wing being guarded by Samantha Scott. Now she dribbles down the right side. Up and out is a shot by Nava. Now they're going to have a foul called after Lindsay Nestor got the rebound. Let's see if this goes against Nava. That will go on Nava. That will be her first. 3 team fouls on the Eagles. No team fouls yet on the Lady Mustangs. Ball into Lindsay Nestor. Now she gets it over to Aurora Baca. Aurora Baca looks to get it across half court and does. Picks up her dribble to Samantha Scott. Samantha Scott to Lauren Staley on the right wing. Holds the ball. Now she goes right baseline. Her pass is going to be tipped out of bounds by Thompson Valley. So Thompson to Fort Morgan will inbounds baseline right of their basket. Looking to get it in. They get it into Lindsay Nestor. Jumper from the right side is up and in for Nestor. Nice shot from the right wing out there by Lindsay. Puts the Mustangs up 4-2. Now Dickens with it. She gets it out to Schoonover. Schoonover's shot is up and in, rolls around. So 4 points on the night for Schoonover. Now Lauren Staley being double teamed out at mid-court. Now they're going to have a foul called on the double team. And that will go against, let's see who that is on number 3, and that is Briggs. So 4 team fouls on the Thompson Valley Eagles. 5:32 to go here, first period, tied up at 4. First round playoffs in the 4A division for the Lady Mustangs. Now Nestor out on the left wing. Gets a screen from Baca. She dribbles it to the free throw line. Now to Samantha Scott underneath the Frick. Up and off the rim and no good. Rebounded though by Thompson Valley. And Schoonover brings it up. Now she kicks it off into the corner to Dickens. Excuse me. Dickens Nava now for a 3 off the back of the rim. And rebound is finally taken by Aurora Baca. First by Christina Frick. She had gone down, but Aurora Baca with a cleanup. Now to Lauren Staley out on the right wing. She drives it into the lane, kicks it off to Nestor on the left baseline. She drives it. Her shot is up and no good, but she's going to be called for there's going to be a foul called on the shot. And that is going to go against number 20, Caitlin Smith. That will be her first. Lindsay Nestor will go to the line to shoot a pair for the Lady Mustangs. First shot is up and good by Lindsay. Five to 4 now in favor of the Lady Mustangs. Next shot is off the back of the rim and no good. If she'd have followed her shot, she'd have had a rebound. Ball up court now to Schoonover. Schoonover down the left side. Her shot up and no good. Rebounded by Nestor. Tipped away from her, but she gets it up to Lauren Staley. Kicks it up with it at the half-court line. Now it's tipped away from her. And Fort Morgan will retain possession. In front of the Eagles bench, Christina Frick to inbounds. She looks against to Lindsay Nestor on the left baseline. Lindsay, her little shot is up and over the rim. Rebounded by Baca. Baca's shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Nava. Nava gets down court all the way to the rim. Her shot is going to be up and no good, but there's going to be a foul called on the Lady Mustangs first of the night. And that will go against Christina Frick. So Nava will go to the line to shoot a pair. She was fouled on the shot. 4:14 to go. Lady Mustangs up 5 to 4. That tied it up at 5 to 5. The first Fort Morgan score of the game was brought to you by Morgan Federal Bank. That shot is up and no good. The bank that is committed to their community and keeping banking simple. So now underneath to Schoonover on the cut into the lane. Up and good by Schoonover. 6 points on the night by Schoonover. No. Thought they had called a timeout, but apparently misinformation. They thought the Mustangs, they were going to call a timeout, but I think they were just trying to get a play set up here. As Kinsey Winsheimer is in for Lindsay Nestor. Ball down court to Samantha Scott on the right wing. She drives it all the way to the lane. They're going to call an offensive foul on Scott. The ball is stuck at the rim as they try to get the ball down, and they did. So 7 to 5 now for the Eagles. 3:51 to go here in the first period. Nava down to Schoonover. Schoonover, pardon me, it was not Schoonover. That is Smith. She is fouled on the shot. And that foul will go against Baca. So Smith will go to the line for a pair. At the free throw line is Smith. First shot is up, round, sits on the back of the rim and falls in. Must have had the right wind blowing there or something for that to go in.
He shot up there for a good 10 seconds and decided it was going to fall in.
I thought maybe it was going to just sit there, but it went in. 8 to 5 now for the Eagles. Next shot is up and good by Smith. 2 points on the night for Smith. As they continue with the full court pressure, Christina Frick in the back court going to be knocked away and saved though by Thompson Valley. Dickens Nava now for a 3 from the left side is up and good. 4 points on the night for Nava. Another steal on the inbound play. And that shot is up and good by Dickens, her first 2 of the night. So it looks like a full timeout here will be taken by the Fort Morgan by the Fort Morgan Mustangs. So we'll take one with them here with close to the end of the first quarter. The Eagles up 14-5 on B106 and B106.com. Back at Thompson Valley High School, the Lady Mustangs find themselves down 14-5 with 3:05 to go here in the first period. Thompson Valley to inbound right side of their basket as Schoonover looks to get it in. Tipped away but controlled by Briggs. Pass, they're going to call a hold underneath. They're going to call that on Lauren Staley. Be her first. 4 team fouls on the Mustangs, 5 on the Eagles. Schoonover looks to get it in. Her pass is over the head of Nava, but she does control it. Now Dickens with it, back to Schoonover. Schoonover out high, gets it to Nava on the left wing. She drives down. Now underneath, that should be a hook foul on 20, but they're not going to call that tonight apparently. Now another steal on the inbounds play. That shot is up and good by Dickens. Now a foul after the inbounds against Thompson Valley, and that was Lauren Smith, her second. So Abby Musman and Lindsay Nestor into the game. Kinsey Winsheimer and Laura Baca take a seat for the Mustangs. 2:33 to go. Mustangs down 18-5. Not handling the full court pressure at all tonight. Now to Abby Musman into Lindsay Nestor. Nestor's shot is up and good from the left side. 18-7 now in favor of the Thompson Valley Lady Eagles. As Nava gets it over to Dickens in the corner. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Lauren Staley. Staley heads up court, across half court. Tries to grab it down the right side and goes all the... Her shot is no good on the drive, but she was fouled on the shot.
I think they're giving that to Brother.
That would be 2 on her. So Lauren Staley to the line to shoot a pair. Her first shot is up and good. So Lauren Staley at the line to shoot shot number 2 is also good for Staley.
Staley shooting 73% on the year. Free throws.
Now 3 from the left wing is up and no good by Schoonover. Rebounded by Abby Musman. Musman goes down. She gets off to Christina Frick on the left side. Frick's shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Schoonover. Schoonover's pass down court to Chase. Her shot is up and no good. She gets her own rebound though. Cross court now to Nava up to Schoonover out high. With 1:35 to go here in the first period. Layup is up and no good by Schoonover. Lindsay Nestor. Well, that was a quick jump call. Possession to the Lady Eagles of Thompson Valley. Now as Schoonover looks to inbounds, they try to get it in to Chase, but over her head, but Nava picks it up before half court. Now into the middle and up and good by Dickens. 6 points on the night by Dickens. Nestor to get the ball into Abby Musman. Musman is going to be off of Lauren Staley. First tipped by Thompson Valley player, and then off of Lauren Staley and out of bounds. 20-9 now in favor of Thompson Valley Eagles. Kinsey Winsheimer in for Samantha Scott. Thompson Valley looks to inbounds just in the front court. Now back to Schoonover. She tossed it in. Schoonover at the right wing gets it over to Chase. Now back out to Nava. Nava being guarded by Winsheimer. Kicks it out to Dickens. In under a minute now. Shot is up and good by Dickens. 8 points on the night for Dickens. As the ball gets into Abby Musman. Musman dribbles up the right side. Her pass down to Kinsey Winsheimer. Her pass is going to be thrown away, and they're Thompson Valley on the breakaway to Dickens. Dickens' layup is going to be up and good. So Abby now picks up her dribble. Her pass is stolen into the middle. Shot is going to be up and good by Schoonover. So 26-9 with 25 seconds to go here in the first period. Lauren Staley loses control of it and taken down court and up and good by Dickens. So 28-9 by the Thompson Valley Eagles. Shot from the left side by Nestor is up and good. 3 seconds to go here in the first period. Down to 1 second. So at the end of one, the Thompson Valley Lady Eagles 28, the Lady Mustangs 11 on B106 and B106.com. Back at Thompson Valley High School to start the second period. Lady Mustangs find themselves down now 28-11. Not handling the pressure defense here by the Thompson Valley Lady Eagles. Fort Morgan gets the ball inbounds. Now over to Lauren Staley, left wing. Lauren Staley shoots a long one up, air ball. Looks like it's going to be off of Fort Morgan, going out of bounds. So another turnover by the Mustangs as Thompson Valley in control here, 28-11. This is the start of the second period. As Nava looks it into Schoonover. Schoonover's shot from the left side is up and good. So Schoonover's taken over where she left off here in the first half. Pressure on the other side, but knocked out of bounds by Schoonover. Possession Mustangs. Nestor looking to inbounds. Gets it into Abby Mussman, front court. She picks up her dribble, but the ball is off the Baca's hands and turned over. And now the layup from the left side is going to be up and good by Briggs. Now Abby Mussman picks up her dribble in the back court. Ball is taken away by Dickens. Shot is going to be up and good by Briggs. So down 34-11. The Fort Morgan Mustangs are going to take a 30-second timeout here. This Fort Morgan timeout is brought to you by Early Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Early Toyota East at 1209 Main Street in Fort Morgan will professionally fit you into the car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Early Toyota East. So not a good start here for the Lady Mustangs, not handling the pressure at all.
Yeah, they're just having trouble with full court press. They're trapping them, and they're just not coming back to the ball, the Mustangs, to create the open that they need. If they're double teaming one player, that means there's got to be a player that's open. They're just not coming back to the ball for the pass outlet.
Yeah, and their passes, they're not, when they're passing, they're not making sure it's open, and a lot of passes are being intercepted. So now Fort Morgan with the ball with Samantha Scott back into the game. Pass to Abby Mussman, high left wing. They try to get double teamed out there. Now to Lindsay Nestor, left baseline to Lauren Staley from left side. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Aurora Baca. Baca into the lane. She needs to get out of there. Now back out to Nestor on the left wing. Keeps the dribble alive. Now she kicks it off to Abby Mussman. Cross court to Scott. Scott to Baca on the right baseline. Now back up to Samantha Scott. Scott, ball is going to be taken away by Schoonover. Then down court and up with the layup is going to be Dickens. So the Lady Mustangs now down 36-11, 6:15 and counting here in the second period. Lindsay Nestor from the left side gets the ball knocked away from her and then picked up by Lauren Staley for the two from the right side. Now pass back out to Dickens, and she goes down the lane. Her shot is going to be off and no good. Rebounded by Chase, but taken away by Samantha Scott. So Abby Mussman now gets the ball up court. She kicks it off to Scott on the right high wing. Now to Nestor at the free throw line. Underneath the left side to Staley. Nice play there by the Lady Mustangs.
Now they're starting to work the ball around.
36-15. I just hope they haven't dug themselves too big a hole here to try to get out of. I know it's early. Three is up and no good by Chase. Rebounded by Abby Mussman. She gets it off to Lauren Staley on the left side. Now back out to Scott. Scott's shot is going to be off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Nava. Now down court to Dickens. Dickens now to Schoonover. Schoonover to Chase in the corner. Chase being guarded by Baca. They're looking to get it underneath. Now they're going to call a foul on Lauren Staley, I believe.
It'll be 2 on Staley.
It was away from the ball. I guess they were called in a hold foul on Schoonover down underneath the basket. So Staley comes out. Kinsey Winsheimer back into the game for the Lady Mustangs. It's quite an inbound set up here by the Thompson Valley Eagles. They get it into Dickens. Then from the left side is Schoonover for the 2. Excuse me. Pass down to Frick is off of her hand and out of bounds. So now Thompson Valley to inbounds far into the court with 4:40 to go, 38-15 in favor of the Lady Eagles. Nava now with the ball. She drives right down between the Mustangs, and that shot is up and bounces out, rebounded by Aurora Baca. She gets it off to Samantha Scott with 4:25 to go, second period. Abby Mussman now out on the right high wing, cross court now over to Kinsey Winsheimer. Winsheimer left wing gets it to Scott. Scott now to Mussman on the right wing. Being guarded. Foul will be on Dickens, her second. She kind of got a shoulder there by Abby Mussman, but that cleared her away and give her a little room. But
yeah, she got it right on the bridge of the nose.
Now Abby Mussman to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 38-15 in favor of the Lady Eagles. The first one up and no good. Kicked out of bounds off of Chase. Lauren Staley back into the game and Abby Mussman to come out for the Lady Mustangs. Scott now to inbound right baseline of their basket. It's going to be tipped on the inbounds play. Hits the back support on the basket, so Fort Morgan will retain possession. Scott still looking to get the ball in. To get it into Frick. Frick, her pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by Chase. So now the Mustangs will inbound left side. Just in front of the Eagles bench. They get it into Samantha, or to Lauren Staley. Staley's shot is up and no good. Rebounded, but it's going to be off of Aurora Baca. The Lady Eagles will take possession. State Farm Insurance. Let the State Farm Insurance Office of Greg Mullen and Brush help you find the best policy to fit your life. Home, auto, life, health. State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call today, 842-4555. Now Nava works to the basket. Her shot is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Baca. She gets it out to Winsheimer. Winsheimer's pass down to Lauren Staley. And she is stripped of the ball, but off of Schoonover and out of bounds. Now Lindsay Nestor checks back in for the Mustangs, and Aurora Baca comes out. 38-15, 3:34 to go, second period. Right baseline, Samantha Scott gets the ball into Lauren Staley. Lauren Staley into the lane. Her shot up and no good, but she gets her rebound. We're going to call a jump ball. Possession now to Thompson Valley. Thompson Valley brings the ball up court. Schoonover brings the ball up. Looking, nobody guarding underneath, and that shot is going to be up and good by Nicholson. Her first 2 of the game. They lost her in the fracas there someplace.
She was just sitting right underneath the basket. Nobody around her.
Now the ball is going to be tipped away and taken away, and a layup is going to be up and good by Schutz. Her first 2 of the night. 42-15 now for Thompson Valley. Now to Lauren Staley on the left wing. She's going to be her pocket picked by Brigg. Schoonover was going to look down court, but thought better of it. Now to Michelson, however you pronounce it. She gets it back to Schoonover. She goes in for the layup on the right side, but she is fouled on the drive. We'll see if that goes on Kinsey. That will be on Winsheimer, her first. So Schoonover will go to the line to shoot a pair. Her first one rolls around and is good for Schoonover. 2:43 to go first half. Eagles lead 43-15. Next shot is also up and good by Schoonover. 14 points on the night for Schoonover. Schoonover on the year averages 14.4 points a game. Now ball down court is going to be knocked out of bounds by Thompson Valley. So Fort Morgan inbounds left of their baseline. Now Abby Mussman comes in for Winsheimer. 44-15. Scott looks to get the ball in. Gets it into Nestor, left wing. She kicks it back out to Scott from the left side. Her shot is an air ball over the basket. Rebounded by Briggs. Now down court to Chase. Chase finally chases it down. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Schutz. Now Briggs is going to be called for the travel out on the left side. So Fort Morgan to get the ball back here with 2:17 to go, down 44-15 in the second period. Samantha Scott trying to get her shoe taken care of, and does. Now Scott brings it up across half court to Nestor. Nestor going to be taken away by Nicholson. Now they're going to have a jump ball called out here, and that will go to the Mustangs. Down at the other end down there, they had the ball at one time for about half a second. They called a jump. They were wrestling out here with two different players, and it took them about 20 seconds before they ever called the jump ball. Lauren Staley down the left side to Nestor on the right side. Her shot is up and no good. Frick rebounds. She's at the right elbow. It gives it to Nestor. Underneath to Lauren Staley from the right side. Her shot is up and no good. Staley gets her own rebound. Shot this time is still going to be no good. Rebounded by Mickelson. Now as Nava gets it up court, she gets it to Chase in the corner. Chase goes down the right baseline, up and no good. Rebound to go by Mickelson. Now shoots underneath. Shot is up and no good by Mickelson. Rebounded by Frick. Frick gets the ball across half court. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Nava. Minute 22 to go here in the first half. 44-15. Lady Eagles look to get the ball in. They do get it into Lauren Staley. Now cross court to Abby Mussman. Mussman right wing now to Nestor. Nestor to Scott in the lane. She kicks it out to Nestor on the right side now underneath, but her pass is going to be taken away by Briggs. And Thompson Valley loses control of it on the far side and out of bounds, so Fort Morgan will get the ball back with 1:04 to go here in the first half, down 44-15. Christina Frick looks to get the ball in on the far side, gets it into Nestor. Nestor now cross court to Mussman. Mussman's little layup is up and no good. She gets her own rebound. Finally controls it down. Her pass is tipped out. Christina Frick gets it now to Lauren Staley from the right side. Her layup is up and no good from the right side. Now as Nava takes control of it with 44 seconds here underneath, but out of bounds off of Briggs. 41.6 seconds to go here in the first half as the Lady Mustangs bring the ball up court. Samantha Scott gets it off to Lauren Staley, left wing. Now Lauren Staley drives it right elbow. She keeps driving now to Abby Mussman from the right side, gives it to Nestor. Nestor now to Scott on the left wing, back to Lauren Staley. Staley into the lane. Her shot is going to be up and good for Lauren Staley. 8 points on the night for Staley. Now Nava gets it down underneath Chase. Now a shot outside by Chase is up and no good. But rebounded and put back in by Nicholson. 4 points on the night by Nicholson. And at the end of the first half, the Lady Mustangs find themselves down 46-17 on B106 and B106.com. With Bob Richardson, this is Brian Nickel at Thompson Valley High School in Loveland, where this is the first round playoff game in the 4A division. The winner of this game will take on Green Mountain in the Jeffco League, and Green Mountain sits at 19-4, and they have a bye tonight for the first round. So they will be waiting. Well, I don't know. They may have sent somebody here to do a little scouting. I would guess they probably did. Second half begins here with Thompson Valley in possession. Brolyard kicks it off to, Dickens. Dickens now over to Schoonover. Schoonover gets it down into Brolyard. Now they're just passing around the outside here. Nava now with it. Back out to Schoonover. Schoonover cuts through the lane. She is going to be called for a travel, I believe, after Brolyard had hit her on the cut to the basket. Now another, that should be, oh, that was off of Christina Frick. I thought it was off of Nava. But not a good pass cross court. Start off this second half here. Schoonover pass underneath, though, is not, did she tip it?
Yeah,
must have been tipped.
Yes.
It would have been out over on the side there where they
Dickens tipped it out on the overhead.
So Nestor has it tipped away from her. She gets it back. Now Lauren Staley was there up in the front court being double teamed. She breaks that double team. Her pass, though, into the center is going to be taken away by Brolyard. Brolyard now to Briggs from the left side, and her layup is going to be up and good by Briggs. Excuse me now, Lauren Staley down the center of the lane. And they're going to call it an offensive foul on Staley. That'll be 3 on Staley.
Yeah, that was good positioning by the Lady Eagles. She just stood her ground and took the charge.
So Nava now brings the ball up court. She kicks it off to Briggs at the left wing. She gets it now to Brolyard. Now back out to Schoonover out high. Now back to Brolyard on the left wing. They try to get it underneath. They get it underneath to Dickens. Now takes it back up to Brolyard. Now to Schoonover. Across to Nava. Now underneath to Dickens. And her shot from the right side is up and good. Now to Aurora Baca. Now to Scott. She gets across half court. Now to Lindsay Nestor. Nestor's shot from the left side is up and no good. Rebounded by Brolyard. Brolyard hands it off to Nava. She gets it up across half court. And they're not even, her layup is going to be up. She goes coast to coast there, goes Nava. 6 points on the night for Nava, 52-17. Lady Eagles. Lauren Staley keeps the dribble alive out high. Now to off to Aurora Baca. Back to Christina Frick. Frick out high. Now to Nestor. And her pass is going to be tipped away. And Nava takes it down. She's going to pass it off. Layup is going to be up and good by Dickens. 18 points on the night for Dickens. Now we'll see if Fort Morgan Mustangs have called a timeout. Let's see if it's just a 30-second timeout here. This Fort Morgan timeout is brought to you by Early Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Early Toyota East at 1209 Main Street in Fort Morgan will professionally fit you into the car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Early Toyota East. So the Lady Mustangs find themselves down here 54-17. Here in the third period, 5:45 to go here in the third period. So Christina Frick will inbound for the Lady Mustangs in front of the Thompson Valley bench. And Scott gets it across half court, being guarded by Schoonover. Schoonover now to Scott Tabaka, now to Frick. To Nestor out on the right wing. She drives it to the right elbow. Her pass is going to be off the hands of Lauren Staley and out of bounds far side. So another turnover by the Lady Mustangs here in the third period. Already with 4. With 5:24 to go here in the third period. Boyard now on the left wing. Hands up. She did not hand it off to Nava. She keeps the dribble alive. Now over to Schoonover on the right wing. She kicks it back out to Broyard out high. Now to Dickens. Dickens dribbles around to the right side, just outside the three-point circle. She hands it off to Broyard. Now underneath the Nava. Nava's shot is up and good. Now another steal on the inbound. Now that pass cross court will be off of Dickens and out of bounds. So Morgan not hurt by that turnover. 4:51 to go, third period. Lady Mustangs down 56-17. Scott gets the ball across half court, hands off to Lauren Staley. Lauren Staley takes a three, and that is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Briggs. Briggs now to Schoonover. Schoonover now left underneath is Dickens, and her shot is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded, though, by Broyard, I believe. So her first 2 points of the night on the putback. Schoonover guarding closely now to Lauren Staley. Lauren Staley drives it down to Christina Frick. Frick's shot is going to be up and off the backboard and no good. Now Aurora Baca's shot is up and no good. Schoonover looks, when she brings it down court, she gets it down to Broyard on the right side. Excuse me, out of Nava out high. Now to Dickens in the center, and they're going to call her for a travel down the lane. So 3:52 to go here in the third period, 58-17. Lady Eagles. Now Nestor comes out and Abby Mussman comes in as the Lady Mustangs bring the ball up court. One team foul so far on the Mustangs, no fouls on the Eagles yet. Now Lauren Staley down in the right corner. Picks up her dribble, now cross court, and her pass is going to be taken away by Smith. Smith now to Nava. Now Nava looks over to Schoonover. Schoonover drives it, and it's going to be tipped away from her, but taken by Smith. And now to Dickens into the lane, and Dickens' shot is up and good. So Dickens is the leading scorer by far here in this game. Shot by Lauren Staley is up and no good. Rebounded off of Thompson Valley and out of bounds. So Fort Morgan to inbound left baseline. Scott looks to get it in, gets it into Mussman. Mussman drives down the left baseline, but her pass is going to be kicked out of bounds by Thompson Valley for Fort Morgan no inbounds. Dickens on the year is averaging only 11.2 points a game, and she is already at 20 points. Now Lauren Staley into the lane. Her shot is blocked back in her face. Now back out to Christina Frick. Her shot is up and good by Frick. First 2 points of the third period for the Mustangs come with 2:51 to go in the third period. Kinsey Winsheimer looks to come in for the Lady Mustangs. Now pass underneath and just kind of pulls her way in is Schoonover. Her shot is up and no good. Now they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Mustangs. Schoonover kind of just moves them out of the way when she goes in there for that layup, and they haven't called them on that all night long. She backs her way down and kind of hooks them with an elbow and comes around them. So 2:30 to go, 60-19. Lady Eagles. Lauren Staley now into the lane. Her shot is up and good for Staley. 10 points on the night for Staley. Now Nava brings the ball up court. She gets it over to Briggs. Now to Schoonover in the corner. Back to Smith. To Schoonover on the right side. Up and good. Her first 2 points of the third period. Lindsay Nestor at the scoring table ready to come in for the Mustangs at the next break. Kinsey Winsheimer, her shot is up and no good. Rebound is taken by Nava. Now to Schoonover. Now they're going to call a double dribble on Schoonover. Now Lindsay Nestor into the game for Aurora Baca. Fort Morgan to inbounds right baseline. And look to get it in. They get it into Staley on the right wing. She dribbles. Her shot is going to be an air ball taken by Nava. And now Smith pulls it up. She had a break and pulls it back out. Now to Schoonover. Now back over to Briggs. Briggs now underneath. Shot is up and no good by Smith. Taken away by the Lady Mustangs. Kinsey Winsheimer gets it now back to Frick. Minute 24 to go. Frick into the lane now. She kicks it out to Lauren Staley, and that's going to be a double dribble on Staley.
She knew it the minute she put the ball back down on the floor.
So not the way the players or coaches or anybody envisioned that this game would go. 62-21 in favor of the Thompson Valley Lady Eagles. Now Dickens into the lane. She is going to be fouled on the shot. And that will go against Frick, her second. It's only the second team foul of the second half on the Mustangs. So that sends Dickens to the line to shoot two. Dickens' first shot is up and good. 21 points on the night for Dickens. Now Baca in for Frick. Dickens with her second shot. That is up and off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Baca. She gets it off to Winsheimer. Winsheimer gets it up across half court. Keeps the dribble alive. Now to Abby Musson on the left side. She drives baseline and she's going to lose it out of bounds. Off of her hand. So Thompson Valley with possession in the back court. As Nava brings the ball up court, she gets past Kinsey Winsheimer. Picks up her dribble now to Schoonover, back to Nava. Now they get it underneath to Smith, and she has it back off to Nava and up and in on the give and go there. From Smith to Nava. 33 seconds to go here in the third period. Now Lauren Staley with it. She could take a shot from the left side or off the backboard and no good. With 21 seconds to go, they look down court and it's going to be taken by Dickens. Now to Schoonover with 13 seconds to go in the third period. Schoonover now dribbling it out. Now they're going to get it underneath to Dickens, and her shot is up and good. That's the buzzer. So at the end of three, the Lady Eagles up 67-21 over the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs on B106 and B106.com. Back at Thompson Valley High School with Bob Richardson, this is Brian Nickel. The Lady Mustangs find themselves down 67-21 with 8 minutes left to go in their season. First round of playoffs not going well for the Lady Mustangs. As Thompson Valley looks to get the ball in, they do get it in. And that is into Dideker. Her first time into the game. Now out to Michelson. Now back out to, that is to Shoot. We have a whole bunch of people in here for Thompson Valley. Now they try to get it underneath, and that's going to be off the hands of Chase. So Thompson Valley backs off on any type of pressure here in the back court, up 67-21. So Samantha Scott drives it down the right side. She picks up her dribble, gives it to Baca. Now to Abby Mussman out high on the left side. She dribbles it down the lane. It's going to be taken away from her by Dideker. Dideker finally gains control of her across half court. Now she kicks it off into the corner to Michelson, and Michelson gets it back from Chase. So Michelson with 6 points on the night, 69-21. Now Kinsey Winsheimer for a three from the left side off the rim and goes over the back of the backboard. So 6:57 to go here in the fourth period. Thompson Valley with the ball, bringing it up court is Didiker. Now she kicks it off to the right side to shoot. Now she's going to get it underneath to Chase. Now an offensive foul is going to be called on. That's going to go against Chase of Thompson Valley. So that's their first foul of the second half. Scott now brings the ball down. She goes down the left baseline of the lane. Shot up and no good by Kinsey Winsheimer. Aurora Baca with the putback. Baca's first 2 points of the night. Now as Thompson Valley brings it up, as Michelson gets it off over to Sullivan. Now it's going to be underneath. They're going to jump ball called, and that will go to the Lady Mustangs. So Lauren Staley back into the game for Kinsey Winsheimer for the Mustangs with 6:18 to go here in the fourth period. Scott now gets the ball up across half court. Down the left lane, she's going to stop. Her shot is going to be well short and then knocked out of bounds off of Thompson Valley. So Fort Morgan to inbound right baseline with Scott to inbound. She gets it into Musman in the right side. And now it's going to be off of, I believe that was still off of Sullivan of Thompson Valley. So Frick now to inbound in front of the Mustang bench. She looks to get it in, gets it into Scott. Scott down the left side of the lane. Her shot is going to be up and good from the left side. Scott on the board here in her final game as a Fort Morgan Mustang. Now down the right side and out of bounds. Christina Frick knocks it out of the hands of Sullivan. So Thompson Valley to inbounds far side. With shoot, she gets it into Chase. Chase now hands it off to Didiker. Didiker's shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Michelson. Her shot is up and no good. She gets her own rebound, and she is fouled that time. And I believe that's going to go against Aurora Baca. That will be her second. So this will send, I believe it's Michelson. Can't tell who it is for sure, if it's 24 or 25.
It's 25.
So Michelson to the line to shoot two, and she misses the first. 5:34 to go here. Fourth period. Second shot is up and good. 7 points on the night for Michelson, and Scott gets the ball up across half court. Goes down the left side, kicks it out to Staley, now gets it back to Scott, and then knocked out of bounds by Didiker at the baseline. So the Mustangs will inbound left baseline. Get it into Lauren Staley. Staley now kicks it out to Scott on the right side. She drives it into the lane. Shot is up and no good, but she is fouled on the play. That will go against Didiker, her first. So that will send Samantha Scott to the line to shoot a pair. Scott's first shot is up and good. Central Auto Parts, you want your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape, so make sure you take care of them. Purchase the best quality parts and accessories at great prices at your local Napa store, Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. Next shot is no good by Scott. So 3 points on the night for Scott. Now out high with the ball is shoot. She gets it off over out of three is up and no good by Sullivan. Rebound is up and good and fouled. And that is Chase. So Chase with a putback, and she will go to the line to shoot one.
You got Samantha Scott for the foul. That'll be her second foul.
4:56 to go here. And that free throw was up and good by Chase. 3 points on the night for Chase. 73-26 now with just under 5 minutes to go here. Shot from Lauren Staley from the left baseline was up and good. So 12 points on the night for Lauren Staley. Now as Didiker looks to drive now, she picks it up off the Chase in the left corner. Chase now out to Shoot. Shoots gets it over to Sullivan. Sullivan out high, now back out to Chase. And now to Shoots in the left corner. Shoots being guarded by Abby Musman. Now she dribbles the ball, kicks it out to Sullivan. Sullivan over to Chase. Chase now back over to Michelson. Michelson back to Didiker. As they just pass the ball around here. Nice job there by Aurora Baca, but taken back in by the Thompson Valley Eagles. And that shot is up and good.
Sullivan.
For Sullivan, her first 2 points of the night. And that foul is going to go against Aurora Baca, her third. Now Abby Musman comes out, Kinsey Winsheimer in. Lindsay Nestor back into the game for Aurora Baca. So now Sullivan will go to the line to shoot one. That is up and good. 76-28 with just over 4 minutes to go here in the game. Now Winsheimer, the pass by Scott, now it's going to be taken back, now taken away. It's been 3 or 4 times. Now they're going to have a foul called on the Lady Mustangs.
Who got Scott? That'll be her third foul.
3 on Samantha Scott, 3:55 to go. As Thompson Valley inbound gets across half court. Kicks it off over to Sullivan. Sullivan's shot is up and no good and goes out of bounds. So Frick inbounds for the Lady Mustangs. They get it down to Winsheimer. Winsheimer dribbles around the arc there. Now her pass is going to be taken away by Schutz. Now they're going to have a foul called in the back court. Let's see if that goes on Winsheimer. Did they ever say who it was on?
They haven't given the foul number yet. I think they were trying to say it was 1-1.
They never did say who it was on, and they didn't ask from the free throw from the scorer's table. So I guess we won't put it up there. So Thompson Valley now with the ball, chasing the right corner. Now underneath, and shot is up and no good by Sullivan. Rebounded by Lauren Staley. Chase with the foul. That will be her second. 16 fouls on the Lady Mustangs, 3 on the Lady Eagles of Thompson Valley. 3:18 and counting here now in the fourth period. Scott with the ball up across half court, being guarded by Didiker. Now underneath the Frick. Frick shot is up and good off the backboard. So 6 points on the night for Frick. Now Michelson tries to get it underneath, knocked away by Lindsay Nestor. Now Frick all the way down. She stops. Her shot is up, but she is going to be fouled. And that will go against Michelson, her first. So Christina Frick will go to the line to shoot a pair. First one is up and good by Frick. Stubbs Gas and Oil. If you're tired of the same old lunch and dinner menu, switch it up and pick up something new from the hot and cold deli selection. That's Stubbs Gas and Oil. Find great food at low prices at Stubbs Gas and Oil in Wiggins. Second shot by Frick was also good, 76-32. As a shot from the left elbow is up and no good, rebounded and out of bounds off of Thompson Valley. So Fort Morgan with possession here with Scott bringing it up across half court with 2:30 to go here, fourth period. Now Winsheimer on the left wing. She dribbles it into the free throw lane. Her pass, I don't know if it was a pass or a shot, was partially blocked but taken away by Michelson. Now Dideker over into the corner to Chase. Chase for a three off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Lauren Staley. Lauren Staley takes it all the way down. Her shot is going to be up and good for Lauren Staley. Rebounded it and then dribbled it all the way down. End to end. 76-34. With a minute 53 to go here. Now ball into the lane. Shot, left-handed shot is going to be up and good by Michelson. So now Scott with the ball down court. She kicks it off to Winsheimer on the left wing. She dribbles it. Now gives it to Nestor. Staley on the right wing underneath, but going to be off of Chase and out of bounds. So it looks like Coach Krackemeyer is pulling his starting five and sending in the next group. Abby Musman, Jacina Rodriguez, Caitlin Cox, Amy Anderson, and Michaela Forsythe. They do get it into Musman. Musman's shot is up and in and out, but she was fouled on the shot. Excuse me. So Musman will go against Sullivan, her first. So Abby Musman to the line to shoot two for the Lady Mustangs. That is off the front of the rim and no good. MMI International, before your next mixer or feeder truck purchase, compare the MMI design, craftsmanship, and service. They continually outperform our competitors, hands down. Call them at 842-5161. Second shot, also no good by Musman. Now as Thompson Valley takes it down the lane, the shot is up and no good. It'll be a rebound and possession arrow to the Lady Eagles with 1:15 to go here, 78-34 in favor of the Lady Eagles. In the fourth period now as Michelson looks to inbounds. Right baseline. It's not yet to get it in. 5 second count. Nice job there by the Lady Mustangs denying the inbounds pass. So now Caitlin Cox the inbounds for the Lady Mustangs to Michaela Forsythe. Michaela picks up her dribble now to Jacina Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Musman. Musman now to Amy Anderson picks up her dribble. Back to Musman. Under a minute to go. And why there wasn't a foul there on Sullivan caused her to throw the ball out of bounds. That was a collision and no foul called. So Thompson Valley will inbounds the ball with 52 seconds to go here in the contest. Now down to 47 now as Dideker has it. Now back over to Michelson. Michelson into the corner to Schutz. Schutz kicks it back out, but her pass is going to be by her, and Abby Musman picks it up and down for the layup. Is up and no good. Rebounded by Dideker. Pass down to Michelson, and it's off her hands and out of bounds. So 25 seconds to go here in the season for the Lady Mustangs, down 78-34. Michaela Forsythe now brings the ball across half court. She gets it off to Jacina Rodriguez, now over to Musman, left side. She takes it all the way down to the lane. Up shot is good by Musman for her first 2 points of the night with 8 seconds to go. As Dideker will dribble out the ball here. And at the end of the game, the Lady Mustangs go down 78-36. We will be back with the Buildings by Design post-game show after a 3-minute break on B106 and B106.com. With Bob Richardson, this is Brian Nicola at Thompson Valley High School. This Mustang post-game show is brought to you by Buildings by Design. Knowing who you can trust to do a good job is a tough part nowadays. But when you hire Buildings by Design, you can trust you'll get the building you want, when you want it, and at the quality you deserve. Start your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. Well, a rough night here for the Lady Mustangs as they go down 78-36 to the Lady Eagles of Thompson Valley. It started out close at 0-0, but from there it got away from them quickly. At the end of the first period, it was 28-11. And then at halftime, 46-17. At the end of 3, 67-21. And then at the final buzzer, 78-36 in favor of the Lady Mustangs. So scoring tonight for the Lady Eagles, we have Nava with 10, Briggs with 6, Schutz with 2, Chase with 3. We have Dickens with 23, Smith with 4, Schoonover with 16, Michelson with 9, Sullivan with 3, and Brolyard with 2. So there's 78. For the Lady Mustangs, high score tonight was Lauren Staley with 14, followed by Frick with 8, and then Nestor with 7, followed by Scott with 3, Mussman with 2, and Baca with 2 for their 36.
Yeah, rough night for the Lady Mustangs. They got in the hole early with 17 turnovers in the first half, and then they ended up with 28 turnovers overall compared to 13 for the Lady Eagles. The rebounding, the Lady Eagles out-rebounded them 24-22. Leading rebounder for the Lady Eagles was Nava with 5. Then you had Smith, Schoonover, Chase, and Mickelson with 3 apiece, followed by Broward and Briggs with 2, Dickens with 1, Bittner with 1, and Schultz with 1. Round out their 24. For the Lady Mustangs, leading rebounder tonight was Baca with 6, Staley with 5. Then you had Frick and Mussman with 4, followed up by Nestor with 2 and Scott with 1. Once they got in the hole and that press, just in the first half, they just couldn't get rebound back from that press. It just kind of took the wind out of their sail, and they didn't even press them in the second half. They just couldn't get anything going. It seemed like they were just kind of depleted when they came back out a little bit. And it was just going to be a tough game for them to come back from that kind of deficit at halftime from 46-17. They didn't score very many points, and they only got 19 points in the whole second half compared to 32 for the Lady Eagles. And the Lady Eagles came out of the second half, and they weren't fast breaking. It was more of a control the clock kind of game, work it around to get that open shot. And the Mustangs, just they were doing the same thing. They started coming back, getting their shots they needed. It was just a little too late.
Yeah, you get down that far that early, and it's just even if you get down 20 points, it's tough to come back. You take all your energy just to try to come back and just to get even. By that time, you're wore out. But it got away from them early, and that's too bad because the girls had a decent year. They ended up 4th in the Colorado 7 League this year. Second year in a row they've been to the playoffs, so only losing one. Samantha Scott will be graduating. I know this isn't the way she wanted to end her Mustang career, but everybody else that was out there playing will be back next year, or at least has the opportunity anyway if they wish to come back and play. And I don't know why they wouldn't. They have a pretty good little nucleus here of girls. And Abby Mussman coming on, and Amy Anderson is still young. So they're they have a good bunch of girls here. They just need to work together and improve on what they did this year. So
it was kind of a building year. Staley was out for the first half of the season, came in, ended up being their leading scorer for the year, even missing that many games. And and like you said, that they only have one senior, Samantha Scott, leaving. The rest of them are juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. So hopefully, tonight Coach pulled out his starters with like a minute and a half left in the game. Hey, you admit when you're defeated and let your younger players get some playing time in there, and let them get hungry for next year.
Yeah, now the Lady Eagles will go on to play Green Mountain, and that will be on Friday night at Green Mountain High School, I believe, out in Lakewood. So good luck to them and with their game on Friday night. So I think we'll go ahead and close out this as the last girls' game of the season. The sound engineer and producer of Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball has been Michaela Clipper for Bob Richardson. Bob has a
I would like to say that tonight's game was on at 7. Tomorrow night's game for the boys is on at 6:30. There is a time change, so we will not be on at 7 tomorrow night. We'll be on at 6:30. So be sure you tune in to B106 and B106.com.
That is correct. The boys will play tomorrow night, and that will be at Silver Creek. So for Bob Richardson, this is Brian Nickel. Once again, the final score was 78-36 in favor of the Lady Eagles. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com. Good night, everybody.
Good night.